He was supposed to be the next Phil Taylor, a world champion by 25. A generational talent with swagger, power, and precision. Adrian Lewis didn't just arrive. He exploded onto the darts scene. But somewhere along the way, it all went wrong. He didn't retire. He didn't fade quietly. He just vanished. So what happened to Adrian Lewis? Why did one of darts' brightest stars burn out so fast? This isn't just a story about missed doubles. This is about ego, pressure, and a downfall nobody saw coming. Adrian Lewis didn't walk into the darts world. He was introduced by a legend. Phil Taylor, 16-time world champion, took Lewis under his wing. The pair practiced together, travelled together, and when Lewis burst onto the PDC scene, everyone thought they were watching the future. And for a while, they were right. In 2011, Lewis made history. He became the first player to hit a 9-darter in a World Championship final, then won the title. A year later, he defended it. Back-to-back world champ. By age 27, Lewis had done more than most pros manage in an entire career. They called him Jackpot because he once hit the slots in Vegas and got a payout he couldn't claim. He was underage. But on the Oak, he cashed in every time he stepped up. But success has a price, and for Lewis, it was coming fast. With greatness came pressure. But Lewis wasn't built like Taylor. While Taylor was precise, composed, and surgical, Lewis was raw emotion, and sometimes it boiled over. He clashed with opponents, argued with referees, stormed off stages. At times, he looked like he was playing 2 matches, one against his opponent and one against himself. Fans either loved his fire or called him a hothead. And backstage, rumours swirled. Lack of discipline, poor training, and a growing arrogance that began to overshadow his talent. Still, nobody expected what happened next. In 2017, things went from turbulent to toxic. During a UK Open qualifier, Lewis was locked in a tense match against Spanish player José Justicia. What started as verbal back and forth turned physical. Lewis shoved Justicia on stage in front of stunned fans. The darts regulation authority didn't take it lightly. He was fined, suspended, and forced to issue a public apology. No criminal charges, but the court of public opinion hit harder. Sponsors pulled back. Critics piled on. And suddenly, Lewis wasn't just the flawed genius, he was the bad guy. And while the headlines moved on, Adrian never really recovered. After the incident, the losses started stacking up. He dropped early in major tournaments, slid out of the top 16, then the top 32. In a sport where confidence is everything, Lewis looked lost. He'd step onto the stage with the same swagger, but the darts didn't follow. First-round knockouts, missed doubles, unforced errors. The jackpot was now gambling on his reputation and losing. He missed qualification for the 2022 World Championship. To fans, it felt unthinkable. To Lewis, it was just the latest stumble in a downward spiral. But what was happening behind the scenes? In interviews, Lewis insisted he still loved the game, but his body language told another story. He looked drained. Some speculated burnout, others blamed lifestyle, too much comfort, not enough hunger. He spoke about family, about finding balance. But critics said he wasn't working hard enough. Inside the game, whispers grew louder. Was Lewis finished? Was the fire gone? And then, without warning, he disappeared. In 2023, Adrian Lewis took an indefinite break from darts. No farewell, no emotional interview, just a short statement. He was stepping away. No one knew if it was retirement or just a pause. All they knew was the stage looked emptier without him. He'd once lifted the world trophy on the biggest night of the sport. Now, he wasn't even in the draw. But here's the twist. Lewis is still young. Adrian Lewis is in his late 30s. By dart standards, he's still got time. Taylor won majors into his 50s. So why not Lewis? The talent never vanished. It's the mindset that crumbled. If he finds that again, if he wants it, he could return. There are whispers, practice sightings, a few cryptic tweets, but nothing official, not yet. And fans are split. Some say he's done, others still believe. But whether he comes back or not, the legacy is already written. Adrian Lewis didn't fade away. He slipped. And the saddest part? He never needed to. He had the gift. He had the moment. And for a few short years, he was the future. But darts doesn't care about potential. It rewards obsession, discipline, grit. And when you lose those things, it takes everything back. So now, the question hangs in the air. Will we ever see Jackpot back on stage? Or will he just become another cautionary tale in a sport full of ghosts?